Now, another thing you might hear us talking about next week is wildfire smoke. We're keeping a really close eye on significant fires burning in parts of Northern California and the Pacific Northwest. We have seen that fire impact parts of New England and areas off to our north, but we haven't seen any impact quite yet. But here's the deal. Firefighters in California are trying to deal with those massive wildfires. The Park Fire is one of multiple fires raging in Northern California. It started as a brush fire and grew into more than 4 times the size of the city of San Francisco. Jonathan Vigliotti has more from Chico, California.
Explosions from the raging Park Fire sent fire crews running for safety. The barely contained blaze started Wednesday and surged in size, engulfing structures and vehicles. Fire crews say wind-carried debris is sparking new flames, making the fire's path unpredictable.
This fire has fingers that are growing in different directions depending on which way the wind is blowing.
Investigators believe the fire was started by 42-year-old Ronnie Stout, who witnesses say pushed a flaming car down a 60-foot embankment.
And then he got out of the car, kind of looked at it, and when I turned back, he was gone.
He's now in custody facing arson charges. The fire has forced thousands to evacuate, and some residents are now returning home to rubble.
So this is your home here?
This is the last of my home.
Julia Yarbo witnessed her dream home burn down in real time through her security camera.
I think I might be in shock. It's surreal. It really is surreal.
More than a dozen homes look like this one, charred down to their foundation as the flames quickly moved in, burning at such high intensity. The wind now pushing these flames deeper into rugged terrain.
Less than 20 miles away from the flames is the town of Paradise. It was reduced to ash in 2018 by the Camp Fire, which killed 85 people.
Just like with the Camp Fire, we had time to get that notice and get out.
1,100 firefighters are battling this blaze, and they have their work cut out for them. Red flag warnings, meaning high winds, are in effect through this evening. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Chico, California.
And of course, we're keeping a close eye on what those wildfires mean for our air quality. And as I mentioned, we did see some of that haze up into parts of New England yesterday, even as close as parts of Virginia. But it's so high up in the atmosphere, it really hasn't impacted air quality. All of those green dots you see through so much of the eastern part of the country, that's where air quality is totally fine. Even areas highlighted there in yellow, that's where air quality really isn't being impacted. But as we look over to the western part of the country, not only can you start to see more orange and red dots, you can also see where all of those active fires are burning through parts of Northern California up into parts of the Pacific Northwest. That's where the biggest plume of smoke is right now. And as we look ahead toward next week, as we see the jet stream start to shift, we'll be keeping a close eye on what that could mean for our air quality. But the takeaway right now is that it's just too soon to tell.
Yeah, it's going to be something that we have to keep a close eye on there, that map. Caitlin, thank you.